exercise. You understand what I mean? So the client comes in and they get to know it. Oh yeah, let's do roll back, and they go, yeah, because the other day I was in the shop and I said, yeah. So it's very hard to re-energize the exercise and convert it into. But don't worry, we have another thing. Now, roll back with one arm. This is one of the exercises you're going to teach, and you're going to relax your face because it's never done well. Almost never done well, even by the pros. Yeah, it's very hard to feel. Come. Yeah. And what? She never relaxes her face. You put one hand, and the other hand goes loosely across your body. Yeah. So it's called one hand roll back. So all she has to do is do the same exercise with one hand. She pushes, she starts with the toe, then the knee, then the bottom. She starts rolling back, lift inside of you with your tummy, and she rolls all the way back. Yeah. So the idea is that regardless of how crooked she may be, she's going back on one line. Yeah. And then she lifts her head, the chest goes in and up, and this way. Yeah. Very good. And she rolled back up. She did very, very well. And the other hand. Yeah. And keep going with the hips. No, 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 no. I'm not asking you to rest. I just talked to you. Under, hips, hips. Open. Yes. Very cool. And then she goes up. She puts in, chest in, and she pulls the breastbone into here to lift her up like a balloon. Yeah. Yeah. She did it pretty neatly, yeah. She rolled her spine in one line. Maybe some of you were bothered by her shoulder. I wasn't. It was just so. Yeah. Because I think, could you change hands? I think, because it's on the camera, I think people roll the person down and actually shift the client when they do this. Now she shifted. Now you're happy as a teacher because the shoulder's down. But now she shifted. Yeah, and you notice it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The spine in one line, major objective. Yeah. Then, yes? Question? Online? Then they get a little better. And then you say, now, bring your shoulder slightly back. Both of them. Yeah. Now drop your head and roll back. This part you usually don't demand it. Already nice. Yeah. So you come up. So you teach her that you add the shoulder without removing the back. But first is the back. Even though you're crooked, you go in the line. Even though you're crooked, you go back in the line. Yeah. Should be okay. Change hands. Yeah. And then we're going to do the ending. Yeah. Regardless of her shoulder up or no. But we do put it down before the ending. Yeah. And then she goes up. Very, very nice. Now we're going to add the ending. I'm going to take the papers away. Think of the ending not as variation. Think of the ending as a range of motion. How far can you go with the ending? Yeah. In the ending, I do the choreography standing. You can let go and you can see it. In the ending, the person will be down. Yeah. The hands is on the bar. They will take a big circle with this hand and bring it above the head. Yeah. And then they continue. Yeah. And because the people do the weirdest thing with the neck, we ask them to look into the arm. Then they go back straight, they bring the hand back into the tummy, and then they roll back up. Yeah. So they don't do floppy hand back. Yeah. They take the hand off the tummy and they do the nicest, longest circle because I push the shoulder into the right place. Yeah. So she's going to roll back, pushing from the foot and then the knee, and then yeah. So you go zip it all up. And now I will ask you to put your shoulder a bit more in because now it's a different movement. Yeah. Now she does the beautiful look. She looks at her forearm. Yeah. She brings her body sideways towards the other corner of the Cadillac. Yeah. Now, if you reach with your heels, flex your heels, and reach with the paws, you get even more stretch. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, she's going to saturate the arm trying to stretch. But if you reach with your heel, you get half of the stretch. Yeah. And then she rolls up. And this is very funny with the clients because they never come back to straight line. They go like, yeah, the other arm. And remind her with one finger, she would preemptively attack you and go, no, come with me. She'd take you down here before she lets you go back up. Yeah. And she looks at the forearm. They look at it. That's it. So her neck is much better placed. Yeah, and you reach the side and the heels. Yeah. And then she returns. Yeah, and he goes way low under the table. They're verklempt. And you go in and up, 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 in and up. Yeah. Now, try not to get in too much out of the table because then they start falling on the ground. You can do the exercise even if the person cannot put their hand on the mat. You notice in one side, the arm was closer to the mat than in the other. It's okay. For most people, don't let them drag the hand on the mat because the shoulder is now not happy. Quickly go back. Forget she didn't do the roll up. Some people are better here than here. They don't like it on the shoulder. And for the stretch, you don't really need to be all the way back. Yeah. So you can be, look. See, immediately her neck is better. Yeah. Now we could increase, we could increase the stretch. Could you just change hands? Yeah. We can increase the stretch. Look at your forearm. But then asking her, you usually don't do it. You usually cue it. Yeah. Be really low here. Yeah. And you ask her, could you pick up this leg, bend it so I can place it? Bend your knee, bend your knee. And you hook it on the other one. Yeah. And now with this instep, push against the other foot. Yeah. So you feel even more stretch. Yeah. Yeah. That's an extra addition. Don't let go of the bar because I mean, yeah. And you return the hand to the middle. Yes. And you come up. Now, next time, take more advantage of the hand. So you're here. Don't come to the middle and then do the hand because that's harder. Let the hand bring you to the middle. Yeah. And she rolls back. And you can look earlier if you want to.
Do the leg.
Yes, you must do the leg. Like so. Hook your feet against the pole if you want to. Yes, use the leg for the extra stretch. And reach with the hand. Try to touch your other pole. I'm more interested in this than that. You know what I mean? And you come back. And it's also nice because they decide how much to stretch. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to also because some people are going to think on one side. Yeah. So I'm more interested in that. Now they're looking. What will we look? Could you turn the camera so that you can see it here? Yeah. People tend to do this with the neck. Yeah. Because they're on the mat. When they look, the neck usually, and with you, is a big difference. The neck is in a better place. Yeah. You'll see it when you're teaching and when you play with each other. Yeah. That how much nicer it is in the alignment of the neck when they look at the forearm. Yeah. It's not a choreographic point. It just aligns the neck better. Yes. The one that is bent presses against, and then you feel it. Yeah. No. Yes, I did say that, but that's not the reason. No, you can do it standing. No. Anybody else can try. Get rid of the clipboard. Yeah, now reach with your hand up. Yeah, so now stay there and dig your heels down. Dig your heels. That's what I'm saying. That's what she asked you to do. Separate your feet and then now go with the heels towards the bar. So she does the bottom part. Yeah. Because it's Pilates and we work with the whole body. Yeah. I know in some places they say do not teach it and the person is strong enough to do it with one arm. It's like the person who said that must have been very weak. Most clients are strong enough to bring it down with one arm because most clients hang anyway. So they bring it down. Any questions? No. It's quite a delicious exercise, but again, it tends to go into the yeah. So you reserve it to people who need to be calmed down or stretched. Yeah. Yeah, and really for the length, because most people in one side they stay here, and in the other side they sink. Yeah. Now you notice when I went at one point, I asked it to go down under here. Yeah. Side bending always implicates the rotation because of the way the vertebrae are. It's almost unless you artificially stay forward, Side bending will always make your vertebrae rotate. Yeah, because your vertebrae are not stacked one on top of the other, they're in an angle. The side bendings will always call for a slight rotation. And just get used to it. Every mermaid that you ever teach, you're gonna have to, yeah, because it's natural that people rotate when they side bend. Now, I don't want the person to leave the ribs because it's really jammy under the ribs when they're in a side bend. I'll do it that way so you see it. Even though I do it worse this way, I'm gonna do it. So people do this. See, my ribs are up. Yeah, and you can jam there. Yeah, so you really go in the mat and then bend. And as soon as you put them down, you feel the opening in the other side. So it's actually lekker. Yeah, it's one of those corrections that you want to do. Yeah. Now, if I do it on the other side, even without the bar, you see that in the other side, I jam even more. Yeah. Because when I have my scoliosis on my leg, this is my long leg, so it's already jamming in before I even start. So I can correct it with the leg and drop the ribs down, yeah, rather than being up here. Yeah. Sorry, I should be here. Yeah. Yeah. So this is nice, flat, and peaceful. You can also say to the client, it's like you're rubbing yourself against something. Yeah? You're rubbing yourself against the mat. When you side bend, it's the natural thing to do. Yeah? It tends to rotate. Yes, and you'll see people in the mermaid later on, they all rotate when they do it. The people who are already ready and they know what they're going to do, they tend to be more prepared for it. But it's the natural happening on the body. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it is good, but sometimes because it is good, but in a mermaid you will have a pressure that you're trying to press down, so people will jam. So we want them to stay up and over. So it's a little more artificial, yeah. So they don't jam, yeah. And you will have people that you will literally tell them to rotate as they do it because you want to open this part here, not just here. So you also learn when to do it for the client. Yeah. Like in some of the endings that we do, like side sit up, we will actually go in to open that part. So sometimes we're going to do it on purpose. Yeah. So now we go to the leg springs. No? Now leg springs. Everybody needs leg springs. It's the most fun way to work equally.